Hey, Crypto Ditto here with an exciting addition to the video series of Swapdex tutorials. Today we're going to be setting up our Masternode for distribution on the network. And it's been quite a long time coming for me. I don't know about most of you guys, but I've been waiting for this particular moment here in a while. I set one up yesterday on the Oracle Virtual Machine VirtualBox. So I will be doing a tutorial on that later. But for now, we're just going to focus on the VPS side of things. But first, let's take a look at the Swapdex Masternode website for the governance decentralized application. This just looks so nice. I love the colors. I'm a sucker for the Swapdex color scheme. But yeah, I mean, we can do a little bit of exploring. You could see, we'll do that. We'll do that once we get ours all set up. But I'll put the timestamps in the video. So for right now, we're gonna go put that over here, and we're gonna go back to our servers here. So this is the VPS I chose. It's Ubuntu 20.04, which is what you are required to have for this. I was shopping around and I found a pretty sweet deal by I'm probably gonna butcher this name, but Ionos by 1&1. So I bought their server. It was a 6V core, 18 gigabytes of RAM, and 160 gigabytes of solid state drive. For, I believe the special they were running was a 12-month contract for like $2 for the first 6 months, and then $36 for the next 6 months. So I thought that was perfect for something like this. So anyways, normally you'll want to go and access the KVM console. That's how you do all of your stuff here. But we're not going to do that this time. I'm actually going to exit out of this, and I'm going to put this in the description. This is an application where you can connect to your VPS and send it commands over an encrypted server. So once you're done downloading that, you're going to open it, and you're going to get a bunch of different things. But the only thing we really want right now is, you're going to get a bunch of different things, but the only thing we really care about is this PuTTY thing right here. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and put our host name or IP. Usually it's just an IP. Sometimes it might be like a URL, but for ours it's just an IP. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in here and click open, and it'll say log in as. You can get your user and initial password here. You can change your password, but I'm just gonna stick with the regular password. Log in as root, and then the keyboard. So paste it here. All right, and you should get to this right here where it says root at localhost with a nice little, this looks like a face almost. But yeah, we'll get right to it. We don't need this anymore, so we can close out of this. We can also close out of PuTTY, and we're gonna go right here. So now, following the tutorial, we meet all of the minimum recommended requirements. So we have more RAM than that, more SSD than that, and just that amount of cores for our CPU. And then we have the greater than 10,001 Swapdex in the wallet. So yeah, we'll begin the installation process. Now, I'm just gonna assume that you guys have all read this stuff already, and we're gonna get right into the meat and potatoes. So we're gonna start installing some applications onto our server. So now all you need to do for the PuTTY here is you'll go here and then you can do Control C or right click and hit copy, whatever you prefer. And now when you come to the PuTTY here, you're just gonna right click. And that's how the paste works. I'm not sure why it's just the right click, but makes our life a little bit easier. So we're gonna go ahead and send the command. It's gonna download a bunch of stuff. Okay. Oh wait, yeah. So what? So don't type in anything until this root at localhost pops up again. We're gonna go ahead, copy this, and right click this. Oh, this is taking much quicker than yesterday. So yes, this one will ask you if you want to continue, and I believe this is just installing like GitHub repositories and stuff, so you can actually pull off of our lovely developers' GitHub. All right. Yeah, see, this stuff took so long on my virtual box, but it's just smashing through it on PuTTY, so that's really nice. So yes, we're gonna take this one, copy this, and then hit enter. All right, so now we have to restart the terminal session. Excuse me. We have to restart the terminal session or get started right away to run this, but we're gonna do the thing and we're gonna restart it. We have restarted our terminal and we're gonna start we're just gonna go down the line. We're just gonna copy this, paste that. Do you want to continue? Yes. Now, see, I'd like to point out that it did take a long time for this last one to show up, and then this pops up. So that means you can definitely type another command here. So make sure you got everything. We're just going to go down the line here. Don't copy everything and paste it at once, otherwise you'll get a compiler error, and you'll want to pull your hair out because you can't figure out what's going on. And we're gonna just keep going down the line. Copy, paste. That one might not have seemed like it did anything, but I'm sure it's in there for a reason. This is installing the Go language, which is the language our masternodes will be coded in, I believe. Now notice that I entirely skipped the use go command here, and this will throw up an error later in the video, but I would just point this out right now so you guys could realize why I got that error in the first place. I sped the video up here to try to save time, but just make sure to copy and paste everything in the order it's supposed to be in. I guess I'll take this part of the video to say that if anything here seems wrong or anything seems confusing or you don't know what to do at a certain step, please comment in the video description below and let me know what your problem is. Also, a like and a subscribe would be sick. Okay, I seem to have run into a little hiccup here. Let's see if I forgot something. I might have forgotten something. Okay. I totally skipped something. So I wonder if I can just copy that in and paste it, and then hopefully it'll work. Okay, that should work now. Now we'll go, or I think we have to make all. Okay, yeah, I am. So yeah, if something doesn't work properly, just make sure you go back and see. Like I totally making this video, totally forgot to freaking type this use part, screwed everything up, but I was able to put it back in right where I was and then hit make all, and it looks like it's doing stuff again. Okay, and that one's done. Now we can run this command and it shouldn't throw up any errors. There we go. All right, now we're going to create our Masternode account. So SDX account new. It'll ask you for a passphrase. Make sure you use something you remember. All right, and then it'll spit out its, the Masternode server account address at you. So that's going to be this guy right here. All right, and once we got our MSAA, the Masternode server account address, we are simply just going to take our cursor here and we are just going to drag along the side of it and release. Now, it'll automatically copy it for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Notepad and I'm going to type in 0x and then paste that code. So so we don't, if you forget the 0x, then it won't register properly. Seeing as how every address starts with 0x, I believe it says that. Yeah, here, right here. So, oh, oops. So I will take that and we'll just keep that off to the side for now. I am going to, I won't copy and paste it yet because I still have to do some other stuff, but yes. So yes, we will do this command next. So this initializes the JavaScript for that. And now we're going to open Nano and type in our password in there. Oops. I don't know why that didn't copy, but I'll just type it. So now Nano is open. We're going to type our password in. And then you're going to hit Control X. Oops. You're going to, I hit the Windows key. You're going to hit Control X, and then you're going to hit Control Y. And then hit Enter. And that's all you need to do for that section. This seems a little confused because I did type this out at first yesterday, but yeah, that did confuse me a tad bit. So if the admins are looking at this, I'd recommend separating this from the little code box you have here. But yes, well, we're gonna open Tmux to start running the Masternode. And now we're gonna stay away from that for a second. We're gonna go register the Masternode and stake our Swapdex. Here's where I'd like to note that the chain must be in sync with your node before registering. I made this mistake, as you will soon see, and ended up getting slashed by the chain for about 5 epochs. Did some math yesterday, and with the chain's nice blazing speed, you'll sync up at about 141,000 blocks per hour, or at least that was what I was able to sync up with. Here you'll want to skip to the last step, which I will label in the video and the description. You'll want to come back to register it when your node is finished syncing. All right, we had a little hiccup in the process there. I ended up having to use a different wallet, but we have the Swapdex in there. We're going to go ahead and register a Masternode. We're just going to do 10,000. We're going to copy our node address from right here. And put it in there to apply. Gas price, I'll use 1 away and we'll confirm. Transaction 0 confirmed. That was blazing fast. I'm not 100% sure why the last one didn't work, but yeah, we're all up and ready to go here. So I have 10,000 staked on the thing. My current status is proposed. So now if we go back to here, we can see I am under the proposed section here. We're going to go back to here, follow the instructions. Please note that there are a number of entries in the code below where you will need to provide unique information. Please ensure all lines of code are entered in one command. And if you enter tmux and forgot to copy your MSAA, you can enter the command exit to find the tmux session to find your MSAA address. So if we forgot to copy it, all you gotta do is hit exit here. And then it'll bring you back to here and you can copy the address, which appears one thing before, but we're gonna go back into tmux and we're gonna copy all of this. I'm actually gonna go and paste it into my notepad here. All right, that's a little better. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go right into here where it says the MSAA and we're gonna hit paste. Oops. You want to make sure you only have one 0x in front of that. So I'm just going to take the whole thing because we have the 0x already. Paste it, and then it's got your password from the past thing that we typed in earlier. Let me just make sure I got everything correct here, and then we're going to take this, copy it, and we're going to paste it into our, oh wait, it's right click. And we're going to hit enter. Note that this is what the chain looks like when it is syncing, not when it is verifying blocks. This is what the Masternode looks like when it is done syncing, meaning if you see this, you are ready to register and stake your Swapdex. We have finally been reduced from a slashing status to a Masternode status. I even changed the name on it here, which you can do by going into your Masternode that you own, going here and just updating the name and all that. You'll be required to sign a signature. I'm just going to cancel, and then everything will be changed and your name will be updated with how much Swapdex you have. And yeah, I'm going to wait for the next epoch to happen, and we will see the rewards hopefully spawn in by then. Okay, and we're back after letting it run for a little bit. This part seems to be grayed out for me regardless, but it does say that I was slashed for 5 epochs over the past week, so that does stick true. As for the rewards, we are currently getting them. We started with around 9, and now we're at 1,355. It goes directly into your account, which I really like. And yeah, we already have someone who voted on our Masternode as well for about 4,000 Swapdex, helping me still, well, not really helping me at all to move ahead in the ranks, but alas, we've done it. Node's running. This is what the node running looks like. And yeah,